The conflict between the US and Iran is widening, with both sides exchanging strikes for a 13th consecutive night. Attacks have now spread beyond military targets, raising concerns over shipping, energy markets, and a broader regional escalation. DD India's Shivani has more.
The US military carried out its 13th consecutive night of retaliatory airstrikes on Iranian military targets. The strikes reportedly reached areas as far as Iran's Caspian coast, targeting positions linked to Iran's Revolutionary Guards. US President Donald Trump warned Iran and its allies of major military punishment and threatened to use Iranian money under Washington's possession to compensate for damage to ships and cargo. Iran responded by claiming drone attacks on US military bases in Bahrain, Jordan, and Kuwait, while claiming it destroyed an Amazon data center in Bahrain. Explosions were also reported near Erbil airport in Iraq, which hosts US led coalition forces. Meanwhile, Iran says overnight US strikes killed 4 people in Khuzestan province. Meanwhile, Iran's Revolutionary Guards on Friday warned civilians across the West Asia to stay at least 500 meters away from US military positions, saying further attacks could follow. Foreign Minister also warned that any country assisting US military operations against Iran would be held accountable under international law. The conflict has also spread to the Red Sea, where Yemen's Houthi rebels attacked 2 Saudi oil tankers after declaring a maritime embargo on Saudi Arabia. The attacks triggered strong condemnation from Europe. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump says future US Saudi agreements would depend on Riyadh joining the Abraham Accords and recognizing Israel. Meanwhile, United Nations has urged all parties to safely evacuate around 6,000 stranded seafarers in the Strait of Hormuz and ensure the delivery of essential supplies. The humanitarian situation inside Iran is worsening. Sanctions and the ongoing conflict have disrupted medicine imports and healthcare services, leaving millions of patients facing shortages. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has warned that the region is being drawn into an ever widening conflict and reiterated that there is no military solution.
We see an alarming disregard for international law, impunity is spreading, violations are going unanswered. Each violation unanswered becomes the next violation's precedent. Trust is eroding, and negotiated settlements are becoming harder to reach and maintain. When parties prioritize military solutions over negotiated settlements, civilians pay the heaviest toll. We see this on full display in the Middle East, with devastating consequences in the region and across the globe. The situation is getting out of control. It's teetering on the edge of the unimaginable. The region is being pulled into an ever-widening circle of confrontation. One crisis feeds another, one escalation triggers the next.
Despite continued attacks on shipping and military sites, the US says the Strait of Hormuz remains open for transit. However, the escalating conflict has rattled global energy markets, with crude oil prices climbing above $100 a barrel amid fears of further disruption to one of the world's most important shipping routes. With Bureau Inputs for DD India.